What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and fellow hobbyists out there? Welcome to On the Bench with Pete, the series you put on in the background as you hobby or paint along with me. And I ramble on about a load of stuff. Sometimes it's even hobby related. You just put this video on in the background and get stuff done. Stuff that's a bit more of a drag. I'm going to be working on terrain, so you know, it's kind of like that kind of thing, that kind of gear. Other times it's more intricate, but for the most part it's that kind of thing. So grab your models, brushes, glues, paints, whatever else you need. Tea, coffee, I recommend. And let's get to the bench. Right, there it is. Put my hands in shot so I can see where I am. Okay. I'm in such a mess here. I've got nothing organised. But you know what? I was just so desperate to get going with the videos. I've had quite a busy day. I've been filming a behind the scenes video for my patrons, an average day in the life of Mini Warzone on his day off, and so I was doing that. I got caught up in other things. Anyway, before I forget and get sidetracked, I've got some more lead belcher work to be doing on this one, because it's got a lot of stuff on it, the columns and everything. I just want to get all those done, and then I want to get all the brass areas done, and then the gold areas done, and then start washing, you know. So it's a lot of work to do here, a lot of work. Just push my poxwalkers and my assassin dude back a bit. Right, give me some more room, folks. I've got my pot of water separate from the main one to facilitate metallics. I am going for non-oil with these, just trying to keep it uniform, and yeah, just trying to keep it the same all the way through. So it's been a busy morning, as I first said, and getting paint on my hands already. It's been a busy morning. The job hunt, you know, it goes on. Been arranging a telephone interview for another job, which I'd quite like to get, because although it's probably less hourly rate and the core hours are less, only 16 as opposed to my 24, I feel that because of the ease of the job, the physicality ease, I will be able to do more hours and therefore earn more money. Does that make sense? I think so. It's got nothing to do with whether I feel I deserve a certain hourly rate or not. I just want to earn more money. I can't do that in the role I'm in. It's just too hard, physically hard. So, you know, for my family and myself, I might have a sip of tea. No, for my family and myself, I think it's best if I do this. Right, so I have no. I had in mind, you know, beginning of last year, I'm gonna plan out all these and write them down, topics I'm gonna talk about, and it never turned out that way, and I'm sorry for that. But sometimes you gotta be a bit spontaneous and just go with the flow, and that's what I'm doing now. So whatever you're working on, just chill out, set yourself up, get your paints and that ready, and we'll just have a good time. We'll have about an hour, and I'm painting as I talk to you, so we'll have about an hour of doing that, and then you can look on your bench at the end of it and say, well, yeah, I've done all that, and I don't have to do that stage again, unless of course you really want to strip the models and repaint them. That's entirely your bag, not my cup of tea. Not unless they were painted by someone else already and I bought them. So I'll be in and out of shot here. I'm just making sure I catch all these areas. There's basically like steel girders, which I just want to be the non-oil base coat before they get washed, because I think the steel and the brass areas will have a non-oil effect, and then the gold's can have maybe a sepia wash or something like that. A different wash anyway for the golds, I think. Or a yellow wash might work well. Sometimes that works well. Right. He says, got this got these fans here. So yeah, like I say, I'll be in and out of shot. Do my best to. It's a big Model C, this. So I will be in and out, you know. That's good, that's good. I obviously had to stop last time. Looking at this, I had to stop at an awkward moment or an inopportune moment. And that's okay. I can hear the bin men outside. It's bin men's collection day. Actually, it's normally rubbish day yesterday, but because of the bank holiday, it's always a day later when they resume. Why, I don't know. Don't know what it is. Not that it matters. It's just the fact of life. Obviously, got other things to do to catch up or something. I don't know. That's okay. Just getting all these areas. This is actually the kill team scenery, and I'm quite enjoying it. You know. Quite enjoying it. I've been building, you may have seen some of my updates. I have been building the Blackstone Fortress stuff, and I'll come on to that at another video perhaps. And I'm in a dilemma with that, particularly the hostiles, you know, the bad guys, the baddies. Do I hand brush prime them, or do I airbrush prime them? I am in a bit of a quandary. I suppose there's no rush, so I can hand brush them. I do need to get to know the models, as it were. I mean, like, you know, like I said, I finished building them. Well, I have not the hostiles. I've finished building the explorers. The explorers I've built, so they're all done. And I would like to sort of pay good attention to them, because this is a game that you can play on your own if necessary, and that's going to really help me, being that my friends, a lot of them have busy jobs. A couple of them have quite high profile jobs, so it's not always easy for them to get away and schedule gaming time. Yeah, I suppose with many of us in life, we kind of feel, well, we've got to grow up now and get on with, you know, the real life stuff. But you know, those hardcore gamers of us are like, no, we'll always be gaming. That's the category I fall into. So I do like my gaming. I enjoy it immensely, and that's what I want to do. Just keep going. But like I say, it's not always easy to arrange things with everyone. So I think solo gaming, if I may talk about that for a moment, it's come on in leaps and bounds these last couple of years or so. Well, maybe more than that. I mean, last several years. I think with the advent of, you know, with when Zombicide first came out, I think that really paved the way for a lot of companies to go, oh, actually, you can make a really good game with solo play rules, and it works absolutely brilliantly. In fact, it is exactly the same as when it's multiplayer, especially these co-op ones. And that's what it seems to work best with, co-op games. And to me, it's a godsend. Absolutely brilliant. Love the co-op stuff. And it avoids all the arguing as well. And But people get tired, people get grouchy, and people argue. You know, it's just one of those things, and can't be helped. We all work hard, we all get tired, we all get grouchy. I mean, I haven't played 40k for a long time now because of getting together with other people, and transportation is an issue for me with models. Not getting there. When I got the models, I just haven't really got good model transportation, so they're kept at my studio, so it's difficult. I'll be honest, it's difficult. So these days I'm more painting and collecting the 40k stuff, although I am still open for games. Those of you that are watching, you know who you are. Still open for games. It's just arranging it, getting around to it, sorting out the logistics. Yeah, boring real life stuff gets in the way, but that's okay. So I can get this job, or any of these other jobs where I can finish earlier in the day. I can be on a kind of the same wavelength as other people. Then not wavelength, you know what I mean, at the same social hours as other people. Because at the moment my social hours are not really social. The hours that I can put together for myself, really it's just Wednesdays and Thursdays right now. I live for Wednesdays and Thursdays. I do. It's my weekend. I'm loving it. I'm loving doing this right now. This is my weekend. You know? This is my weekend. And I love it. There is an awful lot of steel to get here, not least the railings underneath, but I'll be doing that as a dry brush, so that shouldn't take too long. Not too long at all, actually. Yeah, once these are done. So I've done a lot of this already, and I did specifically pick this section of scenery out first to kind of get out of the way, because I knew it would take a long time. And this is what these On the Bench episodes are primarily geared towards. Stuff like this. If you've got stuff like this, then it's ideal. It is absolutely ideal. I talk to you, you can do this, just listen to me ramble on about guff in the background. And yeah, before you know it, time flies by. You know time flies by. I don't have to tell you that. So it's like, whoa, where'd that hour go? It's gone. It's just gone. And you, my friend, have then just done another hour of painting on your models that you don't have to do again. And even if it was to paint something to decide you don't like that colour, so I'm going to have to lean in a bit here to see. At least you don't have to do that again to know that you don't like that colour. Does that make sense? It sort of does to me. I'm quite excited for my telephone interview. It's only going to be 15 minutes long. That's all it's scheduled for. I'm hoping I can charm them enough to see me in person. I'm a little bit worried about my, I don't know, lack of physical ability right now. I hope that doesn't go against me too much. When I say go against me, I mean in terms of, well, they're really looking for someone who knows what they're talking about with bikes and the experience in that. But it is something I'm looking towards changing. Although I'm a fair weather biker, push bike, I'm talking here. I am a fair weather biker, it's true. But I don't know if the job, it wasn't specific. It didn't say whether it's for a specific location, because there's 3 Halfords that I know of, and it's 4 Halfords, I'll tell you that. But there's 3 Halfords near me. It didn't say which one. So does that mean it could be any? You're moving around all the time, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Perfectly okay with that. Or not. And the other thing, of course, it didn't specify whether there'd be more hours on the go. I think there would, because it just said core hours, and they're talking about training for an MVQ, which I'm okay with as well. I don't want to miss anything here. Have I got all that? Have I got all that? Unfortunately, the angles are not the easiest to get to. So I've got to angle the brush in an awkward manner. That's okay, I get this done. My colleague in work is looking at motorbikes to buy. He likes motorbikes. He's a real petrol head. Just changing the subject here. Yes, I'm changing the subject, folks. Yeah, he's a real petrol head, and he's looking at off-road bikes. He's had all sorts. He likes tinkering around with them, and that's a great hobby. I thought that's a good hobby to have. And I like hearing about people's hobbies. Whether it's wargaming, computing, whatever it may be. I prefer retro computing, as some of you may know. So, I do prefer that. Just got to get a couple more in this angle here. A little bit tricky. There we go. So I'm going back to my stuff. See, chopping and changing, going all around the houses here. Back to my stuff. I've got the Blackstone Fortress box set, obviously. So I'll be looking at getting the dreaded Amble next. That's an expansion, but so I haven't read the rules yet. Even if the game turns out to be pants, the models are really cool, and I can use the cardboard scenery in it to good effect, actually, in normal 40k games, which I've done with Space Hulk before. You should try that if you've not done that already. Have a sort of like a Zone Mortalis using Space Hulk game tiles. It's quite good fun. I have a combination of the Space Hulk game tiles and some MDF like space doors and corridors, which I put down. That's quite good. Although the cardboard ones are more than adequate, but the walls are quite good. They come out quite well with it. They kind of complement it quite well. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Complement it. Blimey, we're 18 minutes in. Gotta get this done. Not rushing it though. Do a little bit more work, and then another sip of tea. I think I've earned it, you see. I'm coming to the end of my lead belcher that I put out on my palette. I'm hoping my crafting hobby will stand me in quite good stead at Halfords, because they sell a lot of the paints and the primer and so on. Right. I've got to get quite close because I've got quite strong glasses on here that I bought purposely for this. I see, to go on to another subject, I see Mini Wargaming are into their bunker now. And, you know, it's been quite a epic journey for them. Considering they started out in, you know, a basement, basically. They've come on in leaps and bounds, and quickly as well. They've really escalated high, you know, in terms of wargaming. You know, they are the top dogs. But that mini wargaming bunker, oh man, that does look good. I'll be honest though, I did not think they'd get it all done in time. I really didn't. You know, I wasn't trying to be pessimistic in my thoughts, but I just thought they'll never get that done. It's too much work. But yeah, they must be making quite a bit of money though to be able to afford all the contractors and stuff, to be able to delegate out like they do. You know, they throw a lot of money at it. It does show you that money can get you results. What money does is give you choice. In any area of life, it will give you choice, which is what you need. I remember someone saying, well, money's not everything. And I remember someone else saying, yeah, but it sure takes the sting out of being poor, doesn't it? And they had an amazing point there. Right, is there anything else I need to go with my lead belcher? Don't think so. Yeah, let's do the example of the dry brush type effect I want to do. Yeah, so it'll be like that. It'll be like that. There's a place that's not done. This is what I'm afraid of, constantly finding places. Oh, you haven't done that bit. Oh, you need to do that bit. Oh, you've missed a spot. Don't want to be missing spots. Right, I think we've covered. No, we have not. Wow, there's so many places to yet do. Goodness. Goodness me. You know. There's a hair there that needs to come out as well. Yeah, so seeing a younger person get enthusiastic over off-road biking is quite good. Kind of, not that I did that. I mean, I have done it, but not as a hobby like that. But you know, I just makes you feel young again. It does. think we're done now on that. Nope, no we're not, no. And there's pipes and things to do as well, so we're not out of the woods yet. So I'm going to rust them up a bit, I think. Please tell me it's done now. After a fashion. Right, well, if there's any more places they can wait. What I think I'll do now is get some smaller pieces. Though I have to do the girders, it's true, so I may do that instead. I don't know. Thinking about trying out those Citadel paint pots, seeing if they're any good. I quite like the bowl for my normal stuff, so I don't know. This is like a cheapy brush, so I'm not too bothered about this one. Just cleaning it out a bit. But this army painter one, I must clean. So the terrain really does take a lot of painting. And that's not painting it super detailed. It's just like basic stuff. I mean, I know some people just like, you know, spray it, dry brush it, done, you know. Maybe a wash or two, but I like to have a little bit more of a detail on there than that. I don't know. I am kind of getting a little bit fed up with doing lead belcher. It'd be nice to change out and do some brass. I'm going to put this to one side. I've got some other ones to do here with lead belcher, of course. Yeah, it's yes, it's one of those things I need to. I just need to get it done, basically. I've ordered more lead belcher, not lead belcher. What am I saying? I've ordered more nuln oil, and that should be arriving tomorrow. I have enough to be getting on with. I'll be needing more lead belcher at this rate. One of those awkward pots. Put the thinner in first. One, yep. And a drop of retarder, I think. Get it quite thin down. Nice load of it there. Yeah. At least I don't pay for the water in Mini Warzone. That is free. It comes out of the air. It comes from my dehumidifier. All the water. When I started Mini Warzone, I used to take it out of my tumble dryer because of the like the chemicals and detergents in it from the washing and that. Used to help clean the brushes. But I find the water that just comes out of the air naturally is more than sufficient. So right, so start on this one then. And here we go. I'm not overly bothered about being overly accurate with it, as long as the main bulk of the girder or whatever it is in lead belcher, because it's going to have known oil and rust and goodness knows what else possibly on it. Explosion, debris, dirt, and grime. So I'm okay with it. Oh, I heard from my wife. My wife started a new job today. Place up in a place called Ivy Bridge. It appears to be going well, so that's all good. They seem nice and friendly, etc., etc. It's a bit more interesting than the last job she had, and that's all good because nothing kills your will to live more than having a boring job. I can attest to that. My job is quite dull. That's no disrespect to the job. It's just, it gets a bit boring. Repetitive. I suppose all jobs do, you know. It's just a way of it. If I get a new job, I suppose that'll be repetitive. I'd like a job with a bit more customer interaction now, so I mean, I like interacting with customers and helping them, so that's a good feeling. But that's only up until 8 o'clock where I work now, and then the store is shut and we carry on working. But I think customer interaction makes the day go a bit quicker too. And there's a certain, well, feel-good factor about it. Helping a customer out, I like that. This for me anyway. On my part, there is quite a bit of satisfaction, self-satisfaction in doing that. And it's easy. You just treat a customer how you yourself would like to be treated as a customer. This certainly won't take as long as the last section of terrain I had, so hopefully this will be over quite quickly. Be nice to get it all dry and done. And I'll tell you now, you probably know this already about me, and you know, I don't know how many of you out there are like it, but I'm the sort of person who doesn't like to play with stuff really until it's all painted or ready. Whether that's a board game or a tabletop miniatures game or whatever. Now, some people I know, they can't really wait to play, so they've got to just play it unpainted if necessary. Plastic or metal or whatever it may be. And at the most they'll do is prime, and I'm like, I can't do that. I'm the other sort of war gamer or tabletop gamer or hobbyist, whatever you call it. I like my stuff painted. Like Mansions of Madness, and I've only had a couple of games of that, like on my own. I haven't really got it, but I had to have it all painted before I even attempted that. So before I even got that far, that's what I had to do. Can't wait for my wife to come home today and tell me about her afternoon. She told me about her morning, how well that's gone. Really quick at picking stuff up, my wife, like much faster than I am. She's got all those really quick brains. I mean, I'm slower to pick things up, but I'm also slow to forget as well once I've got it. So, you know, pluses and minuses. And it depends on what sort of a day my brain is having too. I could be having a slow brain day or a quick brain day. I felt alright today when I woke up, which is a good bonus. Lately I've been really bad. Now here's my problem with work. Those of you know I'm looking for another job. Reason being the physicality of it. Now I always thought, this is a good job that I've got. The hours and the days of my scheduled work are great, perfect for me because I work 2 days and I have 2 days off in the middle of the week, Wednesdays and Thursdays. Hence my doing these on the bench videos. And that gives my body good time to recover with my condition before I go back to work again. But what's been happening lately is my body has been taking longer and longer to recover, and it's getting near to the point where I won't be fully recovered by the time I go back to work. So I've got to get another job before that happens. Yeah, so I gotta get another job before that happens, and yeah, that just is what it is. You know, it's not good or bad. It is what it is. I have no choice, and that's what I gotta do. Right. No, I might leave that as an unnecessary detail. I'm looking at it thinking, is there much more? Not a lot more. Not a lot more. It will be nice to go onto the brasses, and I think it will start coming together then. Yeah, alright. I think that one's done. I'm going to call it done. You say I'm done. Sip of tea time. 38 minutes in. I could get all the lead belch done in this episode. And that would be awesome. Yeah, I'm super stoked for Kill Team and Blackstone Fortress. Like all these games, Mansions of Madness, and they're all like, you know, on the back burner. Yeah, ready for when you retire, sort of thing. I do have phases where I stop painting and just play, and it'd be nice to have a load of painted games ready to explore when I go through that phase. It's good. That works for me, you know. Oh, yes, this job in Halfords though would be really nice. Working in the push bike department, I believe, but possibly doing all other areas too, which would be good. I could learn more, it'd be more interesting. You know, I'd like that. I'd like to learn all aspects of it if I could. I'd like to know how things work, systems, procedures, you know, that kind of thing. That's just the way my brain works. I like to understand how things work, how different departments work. I don't know if there's anything I can do at my age to prepare for a telephone interview. I really don't know. If I'm not what they're looking for, then, you know, good luck to whoever gets it, you know. It'd be exciting to study for an MVQ as well, because I haven't studied for ages, for a long time. But I think the fact that I have a degree proves to any employer that, you know, I'm more than capable of study and have the will and discipline to do so. And I'd find that quite interesting, you know. Yeah, I don't know what to say though, because most employers are kind of like, well, why are you applying for jobs like this when you've got a degree and stuff? And I just want the quiet life. I'm not after. I want enough money to live quite well. Don't get me wrong. Who doesn't? To make sure all our bills are paid easily, and have a bit of money left over for, you know, disposable income. That's all I'm after, really. I have no ambitions to take over the world or anything. You know, I like to get on. You know, I like to get on, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm okay with that too. But I don't know what to say to them. Do you have a disability? Yes. Oh dear. Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that. What? You know, maybe ask what? How does it affect you? Oh, I've got multiple sclerosis. Oh, he must be in a wheelchair, hardly able to move. Or, do you have a disability? Nope, I'm good. Later on, gets ill. Actually, I got this condition. Why don't you tell us before? Oh, you need to tell us. It could affect our insurance. So it's difficult. So the job I got now, they gave me a go with the MS, and I proved that I'm more than capable. It's just I'm starting to struggle now. After 8 months of doing it, I am struggling. Physically struggling. That said, it's not so much the MS that I'm struggling with, it's the arthritis in my knees. So when it's all you do, I mean, I don't mind getting down on my knees now and again when I got to, that's fine. But between 60 and 70 times in a shift, you get up and down on your knees, your hands and knees, 70 times in a row. Tell me how it feels. I guarantee you it does not feel good. And that's what I want to get away from. That is definitely what I want to get away from. I have just enough money to keep my hobby going here, to keep my sanity. This is what keeps me sane. 'Cause, 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 I suspect there will be quite a few more hours. It's just that, like a lot of employers, they only give you the minimum contract, 16. There will be more, but we only have to give you 16. You know, I'm okay with that. There will be times when I'm more than okay with that. Alright, yeah, okay then, whatever. Hey, I think we are there. Yeah, boy. Look at that. Okay. So I'm going to paint this steel pipe here now, seeing as we've done all the other stuff. Yep. Yeah. I'm good. Oh, Cobra Kai Season 2 is out now, so looking forward to seeing that. I haven't seen any of the new season yet, but it's all out, available on YouTube Premium. So if you're into that, I recommend it. Oh, missed a couple of areas here. Let's rectify that immediately. And after this video, I'm going to go make a painting with patrons video, which is like this, except I use two cameras. I use two cameras in a couple of these just to show you what that looks like, but it'll be in HD, of course, and no ads on the Patreon exclusive videos as well, so you won't have any ads. And you can get all that for as little as $1 a month. Yeah, end commercial. Actually, don't end commercial. I need patrons. Help me be able to afford to have jobs with fewer hours, and not kill my body so much. You know, it's due to the kindness of my patrons that I make exclusive video content for them. It's the least I can do, I think. It's not like I'm saying that I've got a paywall, you want, you know, content, you've got to pay for it. It's not like that. It's just that it's the way I think of it is that you guys are helping me out of the generosity of your heart, and I would like to do something for you that I can do, you know, in return. I can make videos. So please check out my Patreon account, you know, if you fancy just seeing what it's all about. I mean, even if you just, you know, do it for a month, watch, you know, a load of content and then cancel, that's fine. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Of course it is. That's the freedom we have here to do. But just know that I will be continually putting up more content for my patrons, and it will get better and better over time. But yeah, I'll be doing a painting with patrons after this. Might be doing the brass by then. That'll be nice, hopefully. Right, I think this one is done now. I'm doing the brass on the painting with patrons, and oop, more pipes. I'm going to put that one over there. I'm going to bring this one back. It's got a little bit of time left yet. Any pipes? And I'll be talking about something on Painting with Patrons that I want to run by them for an exclusive video, which will, yeah, I need their input on. So if you want to be part of that, please, please, please check out my Patreon account or my Patreon page and consider donating $1 a month, or alternatively you could just go onto my PayPal link and do a one-off payment. That's fine. That obviously won't give you the exclusive content, so it's probably best if you become a patron if you're that way inclined, wanting the exclusivity. Exclusivity? Yeah, that's a good word. Exclusivity. We sell what we can. What I have to sell is my videos. My time. That's what I'm selling. Time is the new money. That much is certain. I think most people get that in this day and age. Time is the new money. Definitely. There's no question. Right, I'm just painting more pipe work here. So yeah, I'm thinking that this is going to be a very productive session here. 52 minutes now on my clock here, so I think it's going to be a very productive session. I think I'll end it soon, because I mean, I could be going all day with pipes and things. I don't think I'll do that so much in here. Before I do that, I will dry brush the gratings, the steel girders. Yes, the steel girders. Yeah. Roll on summer. I don't know what happened to summer. I was out here in my shorts the other day. Not now though. It's all gone to pot. I don't know what that's all about. I can hear a fly buzzing around. Sorry, I'm off camera right now. I'm just doing a little bit of this pipe work here that I didn't do before. I'm certainly using up the paint, that's for sure. I think once this gets onto the tabletop, it's going to look really awesome, particularly when it's nearly finished. See, I will play games without it complete, but it's got to be pretty near complete. The lighting effects and all that's got to be done. Pipes. Where are you? Oh, I did them already, so that's good. That's very good. But we have other pipes. Can I string this leather belcher out just enough to do these pipes? I'm hoping so. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to summer. My real serious personal goal is to be out of the current job and in a new one by summer, by July, or at least by the end of July. I mean, if I'm not, I'm going to be a bit, I won't say devastated, but, by the way, I'm just doing this little piece here, but I'll be very disappointed. Like I say, I'm not after changing the world. I just want something which fits my lifestyle, makes me happy. Working in a job that will finish earlier will make me very happy. Very, very, very happy. So, prospective employers, if you want to make me happy, give me a job. I can do management, I can do supervisory stuff, but ultimately, I just want enough money to pay my bills and, you know, live a good life. Don't want too much stress. I've had all that before. I don't really like jobs where you take your job home with you. It's not my bag. Not my scene, you know what I mean? Two more little bits, come on. You could do this, son, you can do this. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, stress, taking your job home with you. I did that for a while, quite a while, as a manager. And it does tell on you. And it's not conducive for a happy life. I want a simple life. I suppose that dictates having a simple job. I'm okay with that. I'm more than okay with that, you know. I envy people that seem to find the right balance. That's what I'm looking for, a balance. I think that'll do for now. Yes. No. One more thing. Oh, I thought I'd finished. It's always a case of, yes, I'm nearly there, I'm nearly there. No, you're not. I will be after this. 57 minutes. I told you it'd be about an hour. Painting with patrons can be an hour. It can be, sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. It depends on what I've got going on the bench at the time. And what I'm talking about. And I think we're nearly there now. Oh yeah. Now we're there. Now we are there. Right. There we go. That is excellent. Put my glasses on top of there like that, like so. Wash my brush out. And so this comes to the end of the video, which is excellent. Nice video. Hope this one goes up. The last two I've done didn't come out. There was a problem with the files, got corrupted or something. Anyway, I'm going to end it here. So, thank you once again for joining me on this episode of On the Bench with Pete. It's been a real blast. I've got loads done on that stage, which is amazing. And a real chore. I see now, looking at it, there's a couple more places that I need doing, but the majority of that's done. And I will come back to that. I probably won't do it now, but I am going to do the girders. Anyway, it's been great having you along. Let me know what you're working on, as always. I'm so interested in hearing about that, and I love to envisage everyone's hobby desks, areas, you know, tables, whatever it is, and what they're painting or building. Anyway, thank you. Remember, all brushes lead to war. I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.